This podcast is for conversation and educational purposes only. I am not, let me repeat, not a mental health clinician that's allowed to give you medical advice to go do some dumb shit. Yes, I said dumb shit. I do curse to express my individuality, so if that offends you, then please don't motherfucking listen. Now, y'all, enjoy the show. Are you tired of that bullshit? Toxic people in relationships. You may be dealing with the narcissist. Are you dealing with the narcissist? Who puts you down in every argument? You might be fighting your depression. Are you fighting your depression? Trying to figure out the lesson. Damn, what's the lesson? Maybe you're looking for a soulmate. Where she at? Where he at? But the dating scene ain't looking great. Well, I'm two keys and I'm in town. What's up? I'm gonna help you lay them burdens down. So please enjoy this episode of the Sexy Nurse Chronicles. Y'all hoes better stop playing with me. Man, y'all got me fucked up. What? Okay. Welcome to the Sexy Nurse Chronicles Podcast. I am your host, Nurse Motherfucking Tuki.
How you doing?
Y'all, this is a special episode. It is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to other mothers. You guys, so your girl is moving up in the world. I finally got out of my fear of learning new things, because of time. And I bought a new mic, and I got some headphones, and I got my sister cat on the line, Miss Ashley Carter. She is a renowned, honey. She done made history, baby.
Yep.
Here in Nashville, Tennessee. She's a part of our legislator, the Tennessee Nurses Association. Honey, she's a clinical instructor. She's also a master's student that's about to graduate with her master's degree in a few motherfucking months, y'all. So I'm so proud of her and I love her. And not only that, y'all, she's a motherfucking hoot. She got to be if she's on this motherfucker right here. So y'all welcome Miss Ashley motherfucking Carter. How you doing? How you doing, bitch? How you doing? Welcome, Ashley.
Welcome. I'm so excited. I feel like I made it, y'all. I made it. I'm doing things big. I made it to the Sexy Nurse Podcast.
Yay!
With Nurse Two Keys. And I'm here today to be the co-hostess with the mostest.
And she got the mostest, y'all, honey. When I tell y'all find her. What's your IG? What's
Outland Ash.
It's Outland Ash. Got all that ass. And that's on period.
I can shake a little something.
Shake a little. That motherfucker going boom, boom, boom. That bitch got the bump in the truck. Anyways, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you, Ashley. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of the Sexy Nurse Chronicles Podcast history. How was your Mother's Day?
My Mother's Day was actually a lot different than I thought it was going to go. I thought on Mother's Day would be the day that I spent the day with my mom, and I did not. And it was purely because my mom chose to spend Mother's Day with her mom. And I really had a bad attitude about it. I'm not going to lie. I was really salty because I told her a couple weeks before that for Mother's Day, I only want to spend Mother's Day with my own mother.
Okay, but she's a mother that has a mother.
I know, and that's the problem.
Her mother might not be here. She probably only got about 7 more years to live.
And you know what, Mom? That's the exact same speech that my mom gave me.
Yeah, so you should have been trying to spend it with both of them, because you ain't going to see her ass. Your ass no more.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm all about spending time with my family. I love them dearly, but there are some times where, you have to sit back and realize I'm a mother too. I don't want to be out showering everybody and not get showered. Yeah. Even if I'm the one that has to do the shower.
Oh, girl, honey.
Even if I'm the one that got to go cut the water on, get this shower started. It's not canceled just because it didn't go like I had planned.
Yeah,
So I still
absolutely.
celebrated Mother's Day, and I pampered myself.
Ooh, what you do, girl?
Well, I did a little shopping.
Do a little shopping. You bougie girl, honey. Yeah, she's one of them bougie nurses out there, honey. Yes, y'all, she's a nurse too. Did I tell y'all she's a nurse? Yeah, she's a nurse, honey. Honey, what kind of pampering you do, girl?
Well, I did some light shopping, and then I went to the hair store.
Yes, that's pampering right there, because it's hard to get to the hair store sometimes.
It is hard to get to the hair store.
Every time you need something, by the time you get there, motherfucker closed. You wait till the last minute.
Yeah. So I bought myself a few dresses. I went shopping. I got myself a few dresses
From the hair store.
No, not from the hair
They
store.
do have some cute clothes from the hair store, though.
You know what? I've never looked.
Honey, I got me some little jogging little pants, little cute little. Then make your booty stand up, honey. $18.99. I got hair, outfit. They had shoes too. I ain't like the shoes, but if I did, I would have got me some motherfucking shoes, bitch. Y'all got me fucked up.
No, I did not. So I stopped. I just bought myself a few dresses. I went to the hair store. I went and did a wine tasting with some friends.
Wine tasting.
Yeah.
I like wine. I don't taste wine. I drink wine. But how is the taste? How does that go?
So the wine tasting goes is that you determine what type of wine you like. Do you like red wine? Do you like white wine? Do you like semi-sweet? Do you like sweet? Do you like dry?
Do they got Taylor Port?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. I want to go.
We're at the bougie winery, so no Taylor Port. They do have their own port style wine.
Yeah, but it ain't Taylor. Though.
But it ain't Taylor.
It ain't Tay-Tay. It ain't Tay-Tay.
No, it's not your bestie. But so you pick what you like, and then they give you 4 different wines in that realm to sample. And then once you taste them, that gives you an idea of what you like. And then whichever one you like, then you purchase that bottle. And then you take that bottle and you can drink it while you're there. Or you can take it home.
Do they get mad when you don't buy none of the shit and you just drink everything?
No.
They don't get in their feelings?
No.
Because they done made their money. Did you have to pay to get in?
No, we didn't have to pay to get in. And the wine flight only cost $8. So, that was pretty good.
I didn't go wild taste.
I met some friends, and so they had all had this whole picnic spread. So we already had food, and so
a picnic.
Yeah, a whole picnic.
What's they have a picnic? They had some sandwiches.
We had sandwiches and chips, and cheese trays, fresh fruit, vegetable dip, veggies.
Girl, I'm getting turned on. Honey, food turns me on. It's an aphrodisiac.
Some meatballs, so it was good.
Meatballs.
Yeah. So we sat out in the park and we listened to jazz music and we talked amongst ourselves and ate and drank and it was all good.
And that's good. And I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Even though you made your mama spend time with her mama. You should take your mama, your granny to the thing.
Well,
because granny wants to turn up too.
Well, me and my mom have rescheduled a date.
What
for
about
us to
granny
do
though?
Mother's Day.
Do granny turn up?
No.
Because I was like, granny been out there too, babe.
Granny's turned down now.
Yeah, I get it.
So me and my mom have scheduled a date at a later time. How was your day? How was your Mother's Day?
My Mother's Day, it was great because I would say it had its ups and downs. And I'm going to be real with you because, on the Sexy Nurse Chronicles Podcast, we going to keep it motherfucking real. It was great that I was off, and I was off the day before, so because I work nights. So when I work nights and then I get off the next day, I'm doing a lot of shit, and I did a lot of shit. But then I woke up, I kept myself up, and so I actually went to bed last night and had a full day of sleep. I woke up feeling like a queen. I did, and my kids, they made me like 4 or 5 arts and crafts a piece. So, I'm keeping all of those. But, sometimes you be like, you want to throw that shit away because shit just pile up. But I'm not going to throw I'm going to keep it. No, you see a pile of a whole bunch of construction paper and cut out shit. But no, my babies, they did a good job in, making me little gifts and everything. So I got up because I didn't know what I was going to do. So I just said, you know what? Today I want to grill. And, being a single mom and having to learn how to do everything by myself, baby, grilling is what I do. I like to grill now. You know, I picked that up. And I'm killing y'all niggas. So if y'all ain't killing me, y'all put it in the description box below because I want to see y'all food.
Yeah, because she do it. She
I-
do
I
it. I've
did
seen
it.
her out there in action
Honey,
on the grill.
sweating and everything, baby. Honey, I made some chicken and some grilled chicken and hot dogs and some sausages and some steaks. We burnt the steaks up though, because I was too busy hooking up all of my equipment for my Mother's Day gift to myself to be able to do this right now and then turn around and learn how to do the shit. So I enjoyed it, but I will say I had a moment. I was shopping and I seen this fat ass nigga, old ass nigga, walk out by me once. And hey, how you doing? So then I guess we crossed paths again in the store again, and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey," he was just like, "You cooking all that?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Why you doing that in this Mother's Day?" And I just want to be like, who the fuck else is gonna do it? The kids gonna do it, or I don't know. And so, but that made me, as I went through the aisles to get upset, it made me kind of say it because I shouldn't be shopping and grilling and doing all this. Granted, you know, I love doing this for my kids. Like, 'cause my daughter, she asked me, "What you doing today, Mom? It's Mother's Day. You gonna go out with your friends, go to the club?" Why would I do that? It's Mother's Day, first of all. And I don't really go out to the club or anything like that, but I guess she thought that what I want to do, I want to spend it with my broke best friends. And that's what I told him. I was like, I'm going to spend it with my broke best friends. But as I went through the aisles, I did get a little sad because I shouldn't be cooking. I shouldn't be lifting a finger. And for everybody else's birthday and holiday and all these special occasions, I'm sending cash apps. I'm sending massages. I'm sending this or doing that, and I didn't get anything. Now their dad, he's already blocked. I don't need you to give me shit, but space and energy, and non-energy. I love that. So a bitch was in her feelings a little bit, but I prepped myself up because I thought about it. Yeah. And my daughter, she said, "Well, Mom, you do need a man." My 7-year-old. I said, "No, baby. There's a difference between a need and a want." And so I was like, who cooks in the house? She said, "You." I said, "Who cleans in the house?" She said, "You." I said, "Who put shit together in the house? Like put shit together with screws, drills, and all that?" "You." Who goes to work every day? "You." Yeah, everything is me. I don't need, and I want to show my children, you don't need a man, but it's okay to want one. You know, to take that extra stress off. But it's just like you can't depend on a man to do all that and say you need them, and you know you don't need nobody. All I got is me and my dogs. Who's that? Yeah, but no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put my ego to the side. We do. God didn't make us to be by ourselves. He made that nigga with the extra rib, and we supposed to give him the extra rib. And I made some good ribs today. So that's what the fuck it is. But yeah, I did get upset. I mean, that's upset. I got sad.
I mean, that's reasonable, but you know, and the Bible does also say it. It does tell us that being a mother is as close as you can be to God and His creation. So it only makes sense that we would want to spend that with our kids, spend that with our family. And, we constantly give and give and give. And, Mother's Day is no different, because that's the type of hearts that we have, where we just want to continue to give all that we have so that we can show everyone that we're here and we're present and we're showing up. But that is just the type of person that we are. And typically all mothers have that characteristic within themselves.
You're right. You're so right. And I want to ask you, Miss Ashley Carter, what does Mother's Day mean to you?
So to me, Mother's Day means taking the time to value and appreciate the mother in your life. There are so many people that go through Mother's Day without their mothers for one reason or another, and they don't have the opportunity to participate in taking that moment, because the actual day of Mother's Day makes you stop and think about, what is my relationship with my mother? What can I do that'll make her feel loved and appreciated? And what is it that we can do together that will be so memorable that it will make me want to put even more effort into showing my appreciation for her year round and not just today. That's what it is for me.
And I feel that because my daughters, like today, like they thought I was going to go somewhere else. No, it's Mother's Day. I'm spending Mother's Day with my broke best friends. So what did you think I was going to do? So they're like, yay. But it felt good today not to be out, not to be at work, or not to be drowsy from work, to get up and have a full nice rest and go and tell them, hey, we're going to grill out. Because every time we're together, we're usually at the house asleep, or, I'm sleeping from work or whatever. But it's good to get my kids out in the sun. And my baby, she said, Mom, when we get dressed, can I put on a dress? Sure. So she pulled out the damn Easter ass dress. Baby, you're not wearing your Easter dress. That is for special occasions.
It is. It's Mother's Day.
Honey, she thought she was going to go to the store, to Walmart. And it's motherfucking Easter dress. No, baby. No. We're not doing that. And so, she changed into another dress. I want my girls to be girls while they're girls. I want to be innocent while they're innocent. That's awesome. But for us to get out the sun and then get all those groceries and then come back home and just enjoy each other and cook food, and they help me prep, they help me clean. So my granny always told me, when you're cooking, you clean at the same time. I had them to help me cook and clean, so I got a whole damn thing of grilled chicken, sausages, hot dogs, ribeye steaks. The sirloins got burnt. I don't say they burnt occasion. Macaroni cheese, I say. Green beans and cabbage and all that. Yeah, all that's waiting downstairs. So that's what Mother's Day means to me. But, when I think about, you say your relationship with your mom and, how that goes, I don't have that relationship.
Well, tell us about your relationship with your mom.
Yeah, it's just like, I did this podcast to give people permission who have narcissistic or toxic parents. My mom, I don't think she mean to be a narcissist, but she is, and I'm not licensed yet to diagnose her with narcissism. Not until spring 2024. But the truth is the truth. The facts is the facts. When you look at the symptoms and you look at the guidelines and they match up, if it's a duck, bitch, it better what?
Walk like a duck.
Quack too, bitch. Quack, quack. So, with my mom being who she is, and I love her, but I have to love her from afar. And me going through this healing journey, I'm kind of glad that I learned how to say no and put boundaries on toxic shit, because it's not even about her being my mom. It's anybody. That if every time you talk to them, you arguing, or they're belittling you, or they're trying to shame you, or trying to doubt you, instead of saying how proud they are of you. And I think that me as a person, I've done pretty good in life. I think that I have a lot for you to be proud of, but I don't have time for you to sit there and validate that. So I'm going to move the fuck on. And so yeah, we're estranged. And I'm okay with it. So shout out to anybody that is not dealing with their mom or their dad or their toxic caregiver for the sanity of their own selves, but who have become excellent parents to their own kids and loved on each other and moved the fuck on, man. We're breaking generational curses, and that's on period.
That's definitely the truth. The relationship with my mother is completely different. We have a really good relationship now. And I'm really
So
thankful for that.
y'all didn't have.
I mean, I feel like growing up. So here's, in general, I feel like the maternal relationship is probably one of the hardest relationships that we will encounter in our lifetime, because it is evolving in phases. And you know what I mean? You know, when you're growing up and you're little, like, you idolize your mom. You look up to her. You want to do everything that she does because that is your mom.
You got that titty in your mouth.
Yeah, and that is your idol when you are a little girl and you look up to your mother. And then, you know, you start going to school and then you get other ideas of, you know, female role models, people that you like and people that you don't like. So you kind of start being able to put two and two together and think, that lady is a really nice lady. But then this lady is not so good.
That's so good. You take the titty out your mouth now and you take the titty out your mouth. You're like, oh, this milk don't taste so good as it did at first. Because I don't see, you're right. You're starting to see what a good relationship, what a healthy relationship is among most people, and then toxic.
Yeah, and then, you know, when you become a teenager, you know, you're spending the night with your friends and you're seeing their family and their family structure. You're getting adjusted to that, and then you're also around other teenagers, and they may be similar to their mom. When you meet their mom, they might be completely different from their mom. And so you start to try and figure out why that is.
Who is
who? Why is it like that?
You, or is it them?
Yeah, do they not like their mom? Do they want to be with their mom? But also, you know, you're getting kind of rebellious too. You know, your parents want to keep you in a bubble. They want to keep you safe, and you're trying to live life, and they're in the way. So you kind of have to get over that hurdle. And then, you know, you go to college, you become more independent. Then you got to call your mama every 5 minutes, because then you realize you don't know how to do anything. Mama, it's me again. It's me. Mama, it's me. Hey, Mom, I know it's me again for the 7th time.
I mean, you won't think something like that. You won't think something like
You know,
this is your today. So, yeah. And then when you get to college, you figure out that you don't really know as much as you thought you did. You have to call your mom every 5 minutes just to try and get through every day. And then you get to this wonderful place in life where you're an adult. You kind of feel like you have yourself together, but you need advice every now and then. But you're pretty much okay. You can go a few days. You know, you can go a week or 2, a month. You know, if you're good, you know, you don't feel like you have to reach out. And then, boom, motherhood.
They start getting your business. Well, I don't think that you should be into. First of all, who is married to who? This is not a triangle. We are not in a triangular relationship. This is not a threesome. This is my husband, and this is me. Honey, they didn't want to tell you, well, I think that you should. At least my mom, anyways. She used to, and I think that's a part of narcissism. When I was studying really hard, she didn't really know what was going on with me because I kind of went hermit mode. But she watched my kids one night, and she was like, okay, well, it's a certain time and y'all was supposed to get them. This is out the blue. This is a certain time you're supposed to get them. Well, is somebody gonna get them? And, you know, just blowing up, you know, just brings that anxiety. Because I'm like, I'm really studying for an exam that I have the next day. The exam, it's a Lipscomb, you know, they crazy. I had my mental health. So funny. My mental health exam on a Saturday. So that night I did not respond as quick as she wanted me to. And so my husband at the time was like, hey, I'll pick him up. And my mom was like, well, no, let Kiki pick him up. You know, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, you think that I'm over here sitting there and just not doing shit? Just because I ain't talked to you, don't know. Bitch, if you want the motherfucking kids picked up, honey, let them pick them up or they're going to be over there tomorrow. But the thing is, it's like, you don't get to determine when my husband and when I do and what I do. Do you want the motherfucking kids picked up? Is you keeping them or you not? You know, if you've ever dealt with a family member like that, please put that down in the motherfucking comments below, because it just added more stress knowing that I had an exam the next day. I did great. I missed the motherfucker about 1 point, though. Having an A and keeping my scholarship. But like, when you have parents like that that's on the verge of messing up something good that you have just for their own validation or their own make them feel good or their own toxicness, it's time to let that motherfucker go.
Cut that bitch
Honey,
off.
love them from a distance, because at the end of the day, you still got shit to do your damn self. And see, Ashley, I know you have a great relationship with your mom, but what frustrates me.
Tell us about it.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you. What frustrates me is people that have good relationships with their parents and have had that, and people that have not, that have been toxic. And the always saying is, well, this your mama. Y'all need to, first of all, y'all First of all, y'all don't know a motherfucking thing about what the fuck goes on behind closed doors. You got a mama that don't bother you if they knew you had to do something going on. Yeah, she might get on your nerves. Maybe she might argue with you every now and then. But when it comes to important things, important moments, and they try to sabotage it, basically, don't tell me about, oh, well, that's your mama. Yeah, that is my mama. And I'm also a mama. And I don't have to deal with that shit. If these motherfuckers right now, they ain't paying my bills, they won't motherfucking will. And that's on what?
Period.
Okay. So
I know, even though I am in a situation that's different and I have a good relationship with my mom, that does not keep her from being where she's not supposed to be, which is in my business. And I told her that if she keeps on, I'm going to build a higher fence, because she's short anyway. She won't be able to see over.
Don't do a wall. What's that Trump trying to build a wall?
Brick after brick.
Yeah. And that motherfucker still ain't brick that motherfucker.
Honey, lay it down, because my mother is the queen of crossing boundaries, and I have to constantly remind her, mother. And I have to do it in such a way, because my mother is sensitive. Mm-hmm. So I have to be understanding of how she is. And I have to say, mother, you've raised me to be strong. You've raised me to be independent. Mm-hmm. I know right from wrong. Mm-hmm. You raised me as a young Christian lady. And that is how I have to preface everything before I tell her to get back on her side of the fence.
No, you did, bitch.
I do.
She said what? And so, yeah, when she refers to her mom, she don't say mom. What's your name? What's your mom's name?
My mother's name is Shanika. And when she's out of line, then I can't call her mother anymore. I have to call her Shanika, because that's how she knows that she needs to bring herself real back in. When I say, okay, now Shanika, she knows that she needs to get upright, stand at attention, because I'm about to say something.
Stand hook.
I'm about to say something that she needs to hear but doesn't want to hear. Mm-hmm. So even if you have the healthiest of relationships and you're not on the outs, you're not estranged, you're not on bad terms, you still have to put down the line. You have to draw the line in the sand.
You do. And it's so great that you said that when you go through things, like your mom, if she's wrong, she says she's wrong.
Correct.
If you're wrong, you say I'm wrong.
Correct.
But when you're dealing with a narcissistic family member, like a mom that's a narcissist that don't know she's a narcissist, because most narcissists don't know that they're narcissists, because being a mental health clinician, that's not allowed to give you medical advice to go do some dumb shit. That personality disorder thinks that everybody else is against them, so they don't get help. If they do, it's because they about to lead they people about to lead them. They don't have constant relationships, and everything. The relationships they do go through, there are patterns. But one thing that I will say that I do that let me know that I was not a narcissist, because a narcissist is so quick to tell you that you a narcissist. It's called gaslighting. They try to make you feel like your reality ain't yours. The reason why I know mine is mine, because I don't mind telling my kids I'm sorry. Baby,
amen.
I'm sorry. If I, after I done blew up, even if I had a good point or good reason to, baby, I'm sorry. Because I want my kids to have accountability, show accountability when they have kids, and I'm sorry. Sometimes a sorry can go a long way, but when you have a narcissistic family member, they gonna try to flip that shit on you. You got a narcissistic ass man, they gonna flip that shit on you. Well, what did you do? Well, what about? No, then by the time y'all get the argument is so far from the original topic of conversation. So you gotta look out for that, and because of that, and going through all that for all these years, and then going to college, and like going to mental health classes, and then being around white people and all their healthiness and going on mission trips. And, God pulled me away from that toxic environment to show me a positive, healthy environment. And so when I learned that, I started putting up boundaries. And it's tough when you put up boundaries because you think that the motherfuckers that you love is going to comply with them. But when they don't, and the rules of the boundary game, you got to what?
Cut that bitch off.
So, and that's on period. So, I did. And because I have estranged from my family, and we're going to have way more episodes about estrangement, I had to create this space to have healthy relationship and healthy boundaries in my house, healthy energy. I had to. And so I'm here to give you permission. If you are a person that you're not talking to your mom or your daddy or whoever, because at the end of the day, you got to take care of you. You got to take care of your kids. You got to get up every day. You got to put one foot in front of the motherfucking other. And the last thing you need is the motherfucker that's going to bring you extra problems than you already motherfucking got. Ashley, they got me all the way fucked up. What about you? What do you think? They got me fucked up?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Head in a headlock.
Ooh, with a headlock, with a midget, like a midget with an afro.
Absolutely. 2 good swings down.
Pow, pow, bitch.
For real.
Pow, pow.
I mean, if you want to have a healthy relationship with anyone, you have to have accountability. The only way to move forward, especially in a situation like yours, is for the person either person. It could be the person who's in the wrong or the person who's not in the wrong. The person that's not in the wrong, if they want to attempt to mend that relationship, but the person who is in the wrong has to be accountable for the behavior that they've exhibited and whatever trauma that they've caused as a result of their behavior. And until those two parties have come together and had that conversation, there is no relationship.
Have you ever heard of a narcissist that took accountability other than mental illness?
Never, but we know that naturally in a healthy way, that's what has to happen.
Yeah, it does. And I will tell you one other thing. That makes me so okay with it. My friend, she lost her dad, who's been like a dad to all the dads in the community. He died. He passed away. They've been knowing me like forever. And so we had family members over after the funeral at the house, and we eating and stuff. And everybody, of course, they want to be nosy. How's your mom? How's your sister? And then like we talked about it, and it was like, because they're so used to seeing them there around me all my life as a kid. And one thing Uncle Pokey told me, he was the pastor over the little thing. He did a good job to a little fine ass. Uncle Pokey, he said, Kiki, until these people have God in their lives, like you have God in your life, it'll never work. And when I think about it, like my mom and sister and them, they started stopping celebrating Christmas. Bitch, who? I love Jesus. I don't give a fuck if his birthday was 10 days ago or 10 days after. It's motherfucking Christmas. Get these motherfucking tree up. My kids are excited. I'm excited. Mm-hmm. We're still learning about them. We're still praising about them. When the motherfuckers stop celebrating Christmas, that let me know y'all motherfuckers is throwed off.
Well, there ain't nothing but the devil.
Ain't nothing but the devil. So he said, Kiki, if they are not with God like you were with God in church, or you trying, them motherfuckers ain't in church. And if they are, it's because somebody died. And when I seen them, and I seen them, they were sitting in the back row. I'm sitting in front with the family, and I ain't even the close immediate family. But that's how much people love me. So they sitting in the back hating, looking crazy, honey.
Outside of the club, can't even get in.
Can't even get in. Bitch, you ain't got no. Even if you had money, you're not on the list. You're not one of the chosen ones. Like Ashley, you're the chosen one.
And that's what you got to recognize, that even though they're family by blood, once you get to a point where when you know better, you do better. And so you start to choose who you want to be around. And it doesn't matter if that's your uncle, if that's your granny, if that's your baby, if they twice removed, if you ain't seen them in 10 years. If you don't have a relationship with them, you don't have a relationship with them. And there's no reason to force something that two people don't want.
That's right. And you know what? Since I went on this estrangement healing journey, cutting these motherfuckers off, I have gained a soul tribe, which is my family. That is you. I got sister. My sister want to act like a little, you my sister. We was the other two sisters was in Jamaica, baby. We was I got mamas, I got uncles, I got brothers, I got aunties, I got grandmamas, I got, you know what I'm saying? I got and blood don't make you no motherfucking thicker. I'm so grateful for these people because they are who encourage me. They who I wish they would be, the other people be. But honey, you know what we're gonna do?
Cut that bitch off.
And that's on period.
And I think that I think it's hard for society to wrap their brain around the fact that somebody who's supposed to be a mother figure, like when people like us, we try our hardest to be the best moms that we can be. I think it's hard for society to wrap their mind around the fact that the first time that you have experienced any sort of abuse in your lifetime can come from your mother.
Mm-hmm. That's the people and that's why it's so hard to get away from it. That's why it's so hard to say goodbye. So, people like, well, that's your mama or that's your, why I'm so comfortable in making this podcast, standing on my statement, sitting on what the fuck I believe in. It's because I had 32 years with you. And all those 32 years, I just now realize that I've been abused the whole time. Neglected, shamed, whooped, rejected, neglected. Did I say?
You did. And you know what? The plus side to this is that you have come and you have gotten your seat at the front of this table and you have given yourself permission to forgive her and hope that she can come around. But until then,
I don't even hope, bitch.
Look,
ain't
ain't
no hope.
Until then, you're not going to be.
Girl, ain't no hope with a narcissist.
You're not going to be in her cloud of negativity.
No, her cloud is rain, bitch. I'm
Dark.
In Jamaica. We is sitting by the bar. We remember we were sitting about me and Ashley, y'all.
Liquid marijuana shots.
Liquid marijuana shots. I said liquid marijuana.
Liquid.
Don't be trying to drug test me next week, bitch. I said liquid. Marijuana drops.
Shots.
Yes, shots in the bar at the swimming pool, in the swimming pool at the bar. Okay.
We do big things. We do big things outside of here.
We did. And we deserve it. And I appreciate you as my sister for supporting me, for being there for me. So my little funky ass sister wanted, I said, girl, take that weak shit on. Take that shit on. Because I got some motherfuckers that'll ride or die for me, and I'll ride or die for them.
Pulling up. Mm-hmm. Music loud.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, we in here.
Boom, 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 boom.
We in here.
Boom, 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 boom.
We in here.
Boom. See, y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all know, honey, I still make music with somebody or by myself. But no, I appreciate y'all. And so this episode, I really wanted to talk about it. This is dedicated to my nurses. This is dedicated to my black folks. This is dedicated to my white folks. This is dedicated to anybody that has lost a parent that's in heaven. Love you. My parent, that's what I'm saying. My parent, my granny. And she's in heaven, but she's really cremated in a little thing over there. And so I rub her every time. So look, I ain't even got to go to a motherfucking grave. I can just rub her spirit right there and do this motherfucking podcast. Like, I appreciate all the love and all the success and all the. And Ashley, what you got going on next, bitch? Because you finna graduate.
Ooh,
what you finna graduate
man,
with?
I am currently practicing stretching out so I can do my cartwheel across the stage.
Oh, with that big ass booty, y'all. Y'all got to find her on Instagram. I'm gonna put the link in the description box below.
Nobody is more excited than me. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I think that I'm just gonna let God decide. I'm gonna let Him take the wheel and put me where I'm supposed to be. But until then, I'm gonna ride it out because I'm finna get up out of there.
Yeah.
I'm about to get out of the maximum
I've been pushing
security.
this bitch. I've been pulling this bitch by. I said, I'm going to get you across this stage. If I got to pull your hair across the bitch, I'm dragging you, hoe. And I'm so proud of her. She's doing it. I still got one more year, y'all. Y'all pray for me, honey. But it's already done because we are covered by the blood. And regardless of all the riff or the wrath or the riff or the wrath, I thank God for you. I thank God for me. I thank God for our kids. I thank God for being a mom, because being a mom especially when I would be so pissed off at my mom and she do some shit. I'm like, I'll never do this to my kids. And so some shit I did find myself doing, like, I feel like my mom. I know how to correct that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how to say, I apologize. I'm sorry, baby. I am.
They give you life.
They give me
you
life,
motivation.
Because if I had no kid, bitch, I'd probably be a stripper out there on Las Vegas Strip somewhere, honey, busting wide open for an old man, honey. Give me, where there's a white van, there's an old man.
Dollar bill, Joe.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah, they do keep you on track. They recenter you. They remind you about what you're working so hard for.
Yeah.
You really try to make sure you are being a good role model and trying to put your best self forward because you want them to put their best self forward.
Absolutely.
You want them to feel motivated.
That's why I be
You
pissed.
want them to be at school bragging about you. Listen to what my mama do.
Yeah. But you listen to my mama do, but what about what them grades do, baby? I can't be making straight A's and you making 75s. That's a motherfucking issue.
Honey, I see a problem with this C.
Girl, honey, I'll be up at the school quick, honey, fucking with all this. Yep, you typing on, yeah, bitch, type a motherfucking letter, bitch, I'll be a Karen. How y'all got me fucked up when it comes to my kids. Because if they was to get the fight in school, you'd be like, well, why didn't you call me first? Bitch, okay, now y'all motherfuckers ain't answering me, bitch. I'll be at the school tomorrow. No, literally, I will be at the school tomorrow in the morning. Mm-hmm. The motherfucker still ain't graded my kid's grades since January. Bitch, is May.
Oh, somebody absent.
He's fat. No, he there, but he's fat.
Oh.
Anyways, but y'all, we're going to end this and love this. And y'all, please make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Give us your socials and stuff. What's your social and stuff with your little pretty ass?
Outlandash _ Follow me.
Okay, well, we're
We'll
going
have to drop it down there.
Yeah, we're going to drop it down low in the description box below. Go drop it down low. Drop it down low. Drop it.
Shout out to the followers. Shout out to everybody listening.
Yep. We love you. We love you. We love you. Say, hey, we gone, y'all. Thank you.
Bye.